Merf, we just finished tasting 155 Merlots from Washington, Oregon,
Yes,
BC, and Idaho. And you're kind of the Merlot man. Your operation really focuses on the goal is the greatest Merlots in the world. What's your impression on the state of Merlot?
Oh, well, you're in the tasting. After tasting all these wines, majority of them were well balanced, very few flaws. Pleased with all the wines we taste. It's a reflection on the state, how well that varietal does in Washington. So I was very pleased with the turnout.
And it seemed like we noticed that alcohols weren't as big an issue, oak wasn't as big an issue. It seemed like there was a lot of balance there.
I think things are more integrated. People are getting feedback, and there might have been higher alcohols, but I think there's more balance in there with the acid and with the oak. I didn't taste too many wines that were extreme, stood out, one thing more than the other, more oak than fruit and alcohol. Like we said, they were more balanced across the board. Right.
Now, we would be remiss if we didn't talk about the movie Sideways, because it seems like the Merlots were straight up good here. So, what did that have an effect, do you think?
Sideways?
Yeah.
It personally, it didn't have an effect on Northstar sales. We were still selling plenty of Northstar. I do have a lot of friends that were making Pinot that after that movie came out sold a heck of a lot of Pinot, but it didn't affect Northstar Merlot sales.
So that was really more of a fad thing that kind of ended a couple of years ago, probably.
Yeah, and it just shows what a movie can do to a population, the effect that it has. And I always have to point out what's the wine he drank at the end of the movie. It was a Merlot-based Cab Franc.
Yeah.
So, and I think they were actually going to do Petrus in the movie, but they couldn't get it. But I don't know if everybody catches that, but it says something about Merlot.
Yeah. And so at the end of this, how often would you taste this many Merlots in one sitting?
Not too often.
Yeah.
Usually when I taste with the group, with Doug and my peers, Marcus, we'll go through maybe 100 wines in the morning and in the afternoon, and that's pushing it. For my palate, starts to get a little extreme. Things start getting a little, ripped in the mouth. But this is a good number here. I wouldn't want to taste many more.
Yeah.
Things start to change a little bit.
Right. And of course, this is probably an opportunity that you don't see to taste other producers' wines in this quantity as well.
I got to do what you do all the time.
Hey, can I see your teeth? How about your tongue? Can we see your tongue? Boy, that's nasty.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
But that does show.
Will my wife let me in the door?
Yeah, we'll see.
No, you made a good point. It's like you get to taste different producers throughout the state. We had Okanagan wines. I saw it. How often do I taste Canadian wines? I'm usually not that we have a house pal. We do competitive tastings and taste wines from around the world. But I would have to say this is the first time I've sat down and tasted, 80, 90 different Merlots from the Northwest. It was a pleasure to be here, and thank you so much for inviting me.
You bet. Anything else to add about Merlot?
Drink it.
Drink it.
Buy it.
All right.
Got to pay the rent.
Thanks, Merf.
You're welcome.